Hello, this is John Kibballs, here to discuss current events and other topics of interest while trying to put them in a broader context, as I attempt to explore the universe of human ethics. Today, I want to talk about what is sometimes considered a controversial topic, love. The kind of love that people most often want to talk about, that associated with romance and sex, that which binds two people together to the point they talk about spending their lives together. People always want to assume that every such love relationship is equal in value to society, excluding obviously harmful relationships such as those involving incest or underage individuals. But very few things that are different from each other are actually really equal. First, note that any human group places higher value on that which provides more help in achieving its goals. So given that long-term survival should probably be any society's greatest goal, as without survival all other goals are unattainable, that which helps the most to bring about long-term survival should be valued the most highly. Also, given that love developed as a means to form bonds in a group to increase survivability of that group, it follows that the type of bonds that lead to the greatest increase in prospects for survival of the group should be the most highly valued. And so the type of love that underlies such bonds should be the most highly valued kind of love. Also, given that current U.S. society is highly fragmented, and in a sense becoming increasingly balkanized, as the divisions form lead to chaos, conflict, and social instability, and even create the risk of social disintegration, and that such phenomena decrease the prospects for long-term survival of the society, the bonds and the love associated with such bonds that do the most to reduce this fragmentation and produce more social harmony should be valued the most highly. What should follow from this is that bonds, or love, between people who are the most different should be the most highly valued. For example, bonds between those who are of a different sex should be valued over those of the same sex because of the diversity it provides in the relationship that can help people feel more connected to those of the other sex generally. And this is aside from the advantages that the need for reproduction and natural selection has provided for heterosexual coupling over millions of years of evolution. Similarly, bonds between those of different races should be valued over those of the same race, as that can help people feel more connected to those of other races. Other factors that could increase the value of the bonds are different skin colors, ethnicities, nationalities, first languages, cultural backgrounds, and even religions. Different levels of education and different levels of wealth and income also could provide healthy sources of diversity in a coupling. A couple composed of people of widely different ages can be a bit more problematic, particularly if one of the goals of the coupling is to create and raise a family together. With diversity in coupling and reproduction, people will be able to blend together to a greater extent, resulting in more understanding and more social harmony. This should lead to a significant reduction in the danger of conflict from groups becoming insulated and developing their own values and perspectives that are inconsistent with those of other groups. I do not believe that increasing diversity for diversity's sake is always a good thing. But given a certain degree of diversity in the society, it only makes sense to use the social glue of love to keep this diversity from dividing people and creating conflict.